So here I am, Logan, Utah. It's snowing. Going to the airport. This is my hotel behind me. Normally this is an hour and like maybe 30 minutes to the airport. It might be a little longer because of the snow. You got to go over a little, it's not really a pass, but you do go up a little higher. So leaving a little early. Hopefully I'm leaving early enough. I just saw a headline saying the FAA is having some problems today with flights. My flight still says it's on time, so we'll see. It's supposed to board at 8:10 a.m., so let's get going. Don't have a lot of time to waste. This is my rental van, so let's go. Just to give you a little update on what this looks like, I'm not even to that pass yet, and as you can see, it's coming down pretty good. It says it's 32 degrees out, and that's about how far I have to go in my trip, so I'm going to post a little video right now of yesterday when I was working the game. I actually shot this video that made it on air. A portion of it did, just for the beginning of the show to show people what it was like. You know, like it was really coming down good. But the problem with this storm is the temperature has just not been cold enough for it to really stick all the way. But I'm fearing that we're already about to go. It's going to get pretty bad because it's going to be a lot colder. Like it says 31 degrees out right now. We haven't even really started to climb yet. Yeah, so as you can see, last night it was really coming down as people were coming into that venue. So there's a sign here. I'm going to come back probably live, but the sign says chains, four-wheel drive advised, traction devices advised. And this van, from my experience yesterday and the little limited snow I went in, is horrible. I mean, it is like, it's front-wheel drive, but the traction is really bad. So, yeah, we'll see how bad this gets. Just to show you how quickly things change, temperature is now down to 29 degrees. We've climbed a decent amount. This doesn't get much higher, but it, as you can see, the snow is just blowing over us. The ice, you know, the roads are ice covered, so going about 45 miles an hour, not too fast. The beauty of going up a pass in snow is you have gravity to slow you down. But when you're coming down the other way, you don't have that advantage. So I on the other direction, I already saw like a car that was wiped out into the middle of the whatever on the side over there on the left. I guess it lost control or something, and there was some truck that was helping pulling them out. So it was kind of cool, but yeah, it's getting real. Okay, this will probably be the last video I make, but you can see they're plowing the road right there. This is pretty much near the top of this pass. I think that says it right there. Well, it doesn't. But that's where they have like all their salt trucks and plows, whatever. You can hear the snow hitting the bottom of this. This is where it's going to get a little more dicey because we're going to go downhill. Like right there, it says next 3 miles. I guess it's deer, but I know this is where it goes down for a while, so I'm going to focus on that. There's already a little stretch, and what's worse, the worst thing about this is like all the traffic and all the cars, because they'll start hitting their brakes when they don't need to, and everybody has to stop or slow down, and you're just like, oh geez. So I go into low mode, so I don't even use my brake. That's the idea, at least. So we're just cruising at about 40 miles an hour or so. Anyways, gotta drive. Alright, just returned my rental car. The last video I was leaving you at with the snow and all that, that was probably the worst of it. I don't know if these people see me or what. I was ready about to get myself getting run over on video. Oh, nice. But yeah, here we are. This is kind of the process after you return the vehicle. You gotta walk all over this way. It's a huge, pretty big area for renting cars, right? All the big brands. You go this way, take an elevator or take these escalators up. I'm gonna take the escalator because it's right here. But yeah, made it here. Filled up the van with fuel, and now we go. So when you come up that escalator, you come up here. Some airlines, you can have some quick check-ins. Apparently Southwest has one place over there. I don't see anybody at it, but it's mainly all Delta. And then this is heated or air conditioned in the summer. So that's kind of nice. That other area was pretty cold. It's pretty much in Salt Lake right now. I think it's about 32 or 33 degrees. I mean, it's just like right around freezing. So that's why that snow on that pass, that was down to like up at the top, I think it was around 28, 27 maybe I saw. And when you get that, you get all that freezing, and so roads are a lot worse. Man, there's like no traffic here at all to drop somebody off. It's like dead. It's not that early. It is a Wednesday morning, so not the most popular day to fly, I guess. I'm gonna go find United and print off my boarding pass. I think everything's to the right here. I never really do that. Oh, maybe I have to go up. Yeah, sure. Let's go up. Follow these people. They're definitely, they were snowboarding or skiing. So here we go. Oh, there's some people doing a news report. That's what they do when there's bad weather and the FAA has problems, I guess. I don't know if you can see them, but it's right there in the middle. I figured I'd film this because I never come up here. But I'm gonna basically go to one of these little kiosk or something. Oh, there they are. Just have some self-check-in. And I'll go over here where that guy's just standing and print out a couple boarding passes. Makes it a lot easier. It's dead chill in here. Actually, you know, because they say all these problems with the FAA, let's go check. I mean, most of these things stay on time. You look at that. It's not too bad. I'm gonna put a screen capture up. I look at all the flights to Denver. Mine's 56:41 apparently, B12. It says on time. See it right in there. So, yeah, no problems to speak of here. It's not very busy here at this airport. I'm pretty shocked. All right, gotta go. This is all I do. I hit print boarding pass. It prints it out. As you see, there's already one here. And then when it pops up, because I want like 3 of these, I go back to menu. And I go print boarding pass. So this is my 3rd one. And then after that, I always hit finish to make sure like nobody does anything weird with my flight. All right, so now I got some boarding passes and we can go. Go to TSA, which is down a level, I guess. Pretty sure it is. And this thing is broken, so we gotta run around to the other side of it. But we'll give you a little look here, because this is kind of a cool terminal. Some little art, but that's pretty cool over there. Looks like the mountains, I think is the idea. You can go over there. Oh, see, these were news reporters. They were doing a little news report here. But it's all over, so. All right, I'm gonna go down over here. I guess everybody is here. Here's another little news report set up. Whatever. Let's go down. So this is where you pick up your luggage. That's the guy I originally saw doing a news report. Obviously that's the camera guy. Who knows where his reporter is? Probably getting a Starbucks, right? That's what talent does. Kind of a TV joke, but I gotta go through TSA pre. I need to get my license out. So peace. See, that was pretty quick. I noticed when I was in there, they have 8 different like body scanner things that you walk through, and for each one of those, they have like a 2 they have two things that scan luggage. So they have a lot of capacity there. All right, so my flight leaves in, I don't know, I got a while. A good 30 minutes basically before it boards. I'm gonna go over here and see what we got. Here's a big thing by Delta. If you remember, I did a video in Detroit with the Delta whatever experience. It's kind of cool. Here's something. I don't know what it... The walk is getting shorter. The new central tunnel coming fall 2024. So currently the way I have to get over is I go all the way down here, then whatever. So B gates, they tell you it's going to take 15 to 18 minutes. Apparently that's going to make it a little quicker. Who knows how much quicker, but still have to walk it. Can't be too much quicker. Well, let's walk over here though and look out. This is like the coolest view of the airport probably. It's got this piano. You can see like little kids. I told you this is a cool part. You can see all the planes going back and forth. See what we got. See the mountains over there. Sun's starting to come out. We got company. There wasn't much room there. That's where I'm going. Those, if you can see over there, there's the United Gates. They don't have many, but that's where are we going? Walk under the tarmac or whatever. Very cool. Let's go. Oh, the piano's unlocked. Sonata. This is the first song I ever learned how to play. It goes like this. Whoops, we're messed up. Can't play the left part because I'm recording. Harsh. Yeah, that was kind of fun. I played piano for a couple minutes. Some kid came over. I was just playing a couple songs for him. Oh, hey, here's the breaking news. FAA outage causes massive flight disruptions. Can't hear what they're saying, but that was the headline. Massive, just massive. You saw all the massive disruptions it was causing here. Oh man, I love the video. Over exaggerating everything. I'm sure it's caused problems, but I mean, it's obviously not shut down the system or something. Hey, look at this. They're all on time. There's 1, 2, 3 canceled flights I see. That's how big of a disruption it was. Probably saw 100 flights, 3%. I don't know, just making that up, but you get the idea. All right. I don't think I played piano in like a good 3 months, 4 months, something. When you start playing after that long, it just, you feel so rough. Like it's like, oh man, I know what I should be playing in my head, but it's not coming out of my fingers. That's the way to get through these long walks to the B terminal. Ride a suitcase, kids. Enjoy the ride. This is where you gotta make sure you go down. These people are complaining about a drink they bought somewhere else. I didn't understand that. That could be my my pilot for all I know. I would normally walk down this, but I have stuff. I don't know. Not feeling like doing that.
Morning call for flight 2410 to Oakland here at the B-22. We're looking for a Micah Ward. Please report immediately to the B-22 through flight to Oakland. Doors will be closing
If
here.
you need to get to B-22 and you can hear this right now, you got a way to go. Like right here, there's a sign coming up. It says 7-minute walk to B. More on the phase 2 coming next year and this year, I guess is what it's saying. But really, like, they're making an announcement. Just to walk to B terminal, it takes 7 minutes right here. Then you got to get to B-22 or whatever they're wanting you to get to. I mean, you're good 10 minutes. Unless you start running. Maybe you can cut that in half. Alright, I'll show you when we get to, there's one more of these and then you go up the escalator to get to the B gates themselves. Going under that tarmac now. So they just did another announcement. It's so loud down here when they make these announcements. And I looked up at the ceiling. Look how often they put these speakers. I think each one of those is a foot. Those panels, right? I think they're all a foot long. So you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every 6 feet. They're putting one.
1214 services now, short word B11.
See how loud that is? They got good coverage with their speaker system down here. That's all I'm saying. So I believe my gate is B12. Come up here and take a right. You know what gets me the most about that underground part? There's literally areas where it's not flat. Like right at the end you go up on both sides. So why didn't they make it flat? I'd really like to speak to the engineer about that. Well, it's definitely not B12 like my app says, because that says Houston Bush. That's B14, it's the next one I see down there. A lot of people are already standing up. You know what, I need to get some water. Okay, we'll ride this down and go the other way. Okay, went and got water, and while I was doing that, I was looking at this flight, this one. It says, when I was walking by it, I noticed it said scheduled 7 a.m. So I'm like, that's not my flight. That's a delayed flight. My gate is really B12, so my flight says it's still on time. I'm gonna go down here and wait for it. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. This could be part of the problem with the FAA, I don't know. Or it could just be the snow that was here this morning and the plane didn't get here in time. No idea.
This is boarding announcement for Delta Flight 843, service to San Francisco. We are boarding all rows.
All right, so I got a little update from our gate agent. Even though all these flights say they're on time, they're really not. Like my flight, we're supposed to start boarding in like, what's the time here? 8:06, 8:10, 8:15. Not happening. The previous flight's still sitting there. The gate agent said that there was a flight, Frontier flight, that's going somewhere. It's been pushed back an hour ago. It still hasn't taken off. So there's like 70,000 flights delayed right now. Big problems. So I underestimated the severity of this. Because you look at that and it really doesn't look that bad. You're just like, okay, sure, yeah, whatever. But yeah, these flights are not taking off. And so people are starting to wait and they're going to start talking to the... I'm surprised he just doesn't make an announcement. That's the guy I talked to. So my flight's at least 30 minutes behind. Okay, so they switched us from B12 to B14. So in theory, this is our new flight, or our new gate. This page is having a problem, is what those monitors say. Let's go over here. See, I don't think this is even our plane. Oh, this might be our plane. pretty sure we have a little Embraer as the scheduled plane. All right, so they just sent me an email saying they're boarding my flight. I just want to show you all the flights that are delayed now that I know that all those things that are in yellow, those are all flights. Sometimes you'll see they're not off by much. Sometimes they're off by a couple hours, like this Los Cabos. It was supposed to be 11:51, now it's 1:30. But yeah, a lot of delays today. Not very many cancellations, just delays. Here's another one. As you see, this is like 3-hour delay, 2-hour delay, 1 hour, 45 minutes, whatever, hour 10. So yeah, time to go get on my flight. Mine's delayed by about, let's see, if it was supposed to leave at 8:35, now it's 9:20. So it's a good, close to an hour, but it's a little under that. So got a plane though. This plane landed last night, so that wasn't the problem. It's just the FAA. All right, boarding. Here we go, Denver. Hey Mason, hey Camden. Really hard for me to flip the phone around. I always just hit the button.
See, we loaded. We got upgraded 4 days ago.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. So like
I was supposed to get 1C. I was upgraded, but I switched it because I wanted a window, and that would have been like a aisle. Blue water. You see the mountains? Should be a pretty takeoff when we do make it.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you on board your United Express Flight 5641 with service to Denver. As you're finding your seat, it's unlikely, but if cabin is oxygen, it's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panel above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks in the passenger cabin or an overhead panel in the lavatories. If this happens, you're going to reach up, pull a mask firmly toward you until the tubing is fully extended. If you're wearing a face mask or covering, remove that, then place the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth. Put the elastic strap over your head, adjust the mask as necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing even if the bag does not inflate. Secure your mask first before offering assistance to others. This aircraft is equipped with infant life vests located in an overhead bin here at the back of the aircraft, identified with a placard. These will be distributed if necessary. Instructions how to use the infant life vest can be found on the safety card, which is located in your seat pocket. Seat cushions can be used as a flotation device to use. Pull the cushion from your seat upon placing your arms through those straps and holding your wrists as the briefing card illustrates upon exiting the aircraft. Smoking, vaping, and using e-cigarettes or smokeless tobacco are not allowed on this aircraft. FAA regulations prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. U.S. law also requires all passengers to comply with lighted signs and crew member instructions. We'll be taking off soon, so please ensure those seat backs are upright. Close your tray tables and fasten your seatbelt. Food and beverage items must be collected or put away for departure. We'll be coming through with a trash bag. If you have any items to discard, please have those out available for us.
That guy went up to the 1C seat that I could have had. Apparently he got the upgrade, so good for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we're number 3 for departure. We'll be taking off very shortly. Flight attendants, please secure the cabin.
tidy one, please let us know. Learn more about the extra steps we're taking to keep you safe by going to the United app or united.com/clean+. As a reminder, the seatbelt sign is still on. Even if the sign is off, please keep those seatbelts fastened while seated in case of unexpected turbulence. Please try to keep the aisle clear and galley areas clear at all times. We also ask that you use the restroom located in your cabin when possible. There are 2 on board. There's one in the first class cabin, one here at the back of the main cabin. If you need to retrieve items from those overhead bins, use care and caution as items may have shifted during takeoff, so be careful when opening those overhead bins. You may now use your laptops and other larger devices. If you lose a phone or other device under a seat, please ask a flight attendant for assistance. Wi-Fi internet service is available on our flight today for $8. We also have a large selection of free movies and TV shows on your personal device through the United app. In a few minutes, I'll be coming through the main cabin here with a selection of beverages. We also have a variety of alcoholic beverages available for purchase. You can find our menu in the Hemisphere magazine, and as a reminder, we are accepting only contactless payments. If you're a United card member using your United card saved in the app, you'll receive 25% off food and drinks. Alcoholic beverages are limited to 1 per customer at a time, and as a reminder, drinking personal alcohol you brought aboard is not permitted. If there's anything we can do to make the flight more comfortable, please let us know. Sit back now, relax, and enjoy the rest of our flight. until the seatbelt sign is off. Please don't forget to double check the area around your seat for all your personal belongings. Do a double check of your seat back pocket. And when you're able to get up and retrieve items from those overhead bins, please use care and caution as items may have shifted during flight. You may continue to use your mobile phones and tablets in a transmitting mode. Once we arrive at the gate, we'll hand you off to our airport team. They'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. You can quickly find the baggage claim information by opening the United app, selecting flight status, and entering your flight number. Baggage claim information will be under your arrival gate information. And if you're making a connection, there'll be monitors throughout the terminal, which you can double check your connecting gate. If you have any questions, once again, our United team will be more than happy to assist. You could also check your connections on the United app on your mobile device. On behalf of the entire United Express team and our Star Alliance partners, thank you for flying with us today. We've enjoyed having you on board. We look forward to having you back again soon and wish you a very pleasant rest of your day here in Denver or wherever your final destination may take you.
So before we get off the plane here, you can see there's a little light snow falling. Obviously it's not accumulating on the ground, it's all wet because it's right around 32 degrees out. But I found this really cool video by ABC that kind of explains and walks you through everything that happened today. So in case you had no idea what this was or you forget, you can always come back and watch this. It's a really cool video. Here you go.
The FAA saying the catastrophic computer outage that led to an aviation meltdown in America was caused by a damaged database file. A senior official telling ABC News that file appears to have been a single engineer's mistake. During routine maintenance of the critical FAA computer system, the engineer reportedly replaced one file with another, not realizing what he had done even after chaos ensued and flights were canceled and delayed from coast to coast.
When there's a problem with a government system, we're going to own it, we're going to find it, and we're going to fix it.
It took all day for airlines to get planes back in the air. About 9,000 delays, more than 1,000 cancellations. The Notice to Air Missions Computer System, or NOTAM, delivers critical safety information to pilots before taking off. To fix the issue, the FAA ordering the nation's first national ground stop since 9/11.
We just can't fly without that system.
Experts have long said the system is outdated. A source telling us a newer system would have caught that bad file.
Gio, is this something that the FAA has dealt with before, or are we in uncharted territory here?
We have never seen anything quite like this happen. And when you think about a national ground stop, for example, the last time there was a national ground stop like this was 9/11. But that one was intentional, right? We intentionally closed the airspace because we had that. This one's also intentional, but it was intentional as a reaction to this mistake that apparently happened with this engineer who had misplaced that file or put a damaged file in the system and didn't realize it for all that time.
Yeah, I think we've all misplaced a computer file or two. Unbelievable to think that it could cause this kind of repercussion.
That is pretty funny. So this is my flight. We were 51 minutes late landing, and I'm going to pull up the FlightAware flight path. And when you look at this right here, look at all that moisture, these storms that are coming in off of California. That's all that, what they're calling the, I believe, an atmospheric stream or something. So that's what all the rain and heavy rains, even some of the snow that we were getting in Salt Lake City, and that when I was driving into the airport, that was all part of that. And this flight, you can tell we're kind of all over the place with our speed. It was kind of weird. Could definitely feel it. And because this was such a crazy day, I wanted to pull up, Plane Finder, which I don't do much anymore, and just show you at the different times in the morning here how little air traffic was going on here. And so I'm just looking at this every 30 minutes, and you can see how dead it is in the air. For the United States, this is like nothing in the air. So you can definitely tell there was a full ground stop that was going on. Obviously, some planes that were still in the air before this happened, they could still remain flying, so that wasn't a big deal for them. But as time goes on here, now you can see things are back up and working, and they're able to get flights off the ground because there's a lot more flights in the air. So I thought that was really cool to look at, just the different times on this. And if you want to look at this at all, you can look on planefinder.net and just type in the time and the date up there, and you can see exactly what I'm looking at here. And it's pretty cool. So this is my flight that I took, just Salt Lake City to Denver. And what I thought was interesting about this flight, this is one of the reasons why I don't use Planefinder much. It just doesn't always have all the information for the flights. But if you saw on this flight, like, we went up into Wyoming just like for no reason at all. It looks like we just went up there and then we came back down, then we landed, and everything was fine. So enjoy the rest of the video. That's where I could have sat right there. Bye. I gate checked that bag though, so I'm gonna wait here for it. Ooh, it's cold. All right, got my bag. A little confusion over there, but about whose wheelchair is whose. Oh man, it's cold over there waiting for that. It's colder in Denver than it is in Salt Lake. You saw it was snowing a little. Super cloudy landing. Didn't know how close we were until I could see the land. Wonder how many of these are delayed. Yeah, look at that. Just delayed. Here. almost every flight. There's some on times. Alright, so this is customer service.
Assignment or what?
If you ever need to call or do anything with the flight, you gotta call United. Never wait in these lines. These people don't even have that much power apparently either. I learned that once when they were having problems getting me a seat on a plane or something. I waited forever at one of those things checking in a bag, and then I finally I called the number, got in through to somebody, and I will say it's because I have status on Premier, so got a hold of somebody within like 5 minutes. Not even, normally it's within 2 to 5 minutes you get somebody on the phone, and they took care of my problem in like maybe 15-20 minutes when the gate agents, they were, or it wasn't gate agents, but whatever they were, the people that check your bags in, they literally were working on it for like 45 minutes, an hour or so, and they couldn't do it. So good old travel tips and tricks. I'm viewing today as the day the FAA grounded all flights. Shut down. However you want to say it. Denver's still a pretty busy airport, you know. Salt Lake was a little dead this morning. Maybe that's just how it is. I thought that airport was more hopping. You never know which way the train's going to go until it shows up, and what's going to be the front, what's going to be the back. So, let's see what we get. Go left or right here. I didn't realize they opened them back up. Normally it's just one way. Alright, now to remember where I parked. So I normally try to park in the same places all the time, so I don't have to like write it down or something. Or but this one I had a really good parking spot, so yeah. I have a long drive ahead of me too. And again, I just saw like more flights and arrivals coming into Denver, and everything was like now, this time instead of this time. Alright. I really like this car here, this Mustang Mach-E. I think that's a cool car. It looks really nice. I really wanted to buy one, and then I actually had a pre-order for one once, and then I canceled it. It was like right before it came out. Probably should have kept it, bought it, sold it to somebody else, because they're going for so much more money now. So I think I'm just right over here. Not this row, but the next one. But hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. It's a crazy day. Not many times the FAA grounds all flights for a couple hours. But that's what happened today. And then also went through a lot of snow. Landing here, there's snow. So yeah, even though Salt Lake City airport was probably like the nicest weather there was. Here's my car, and hey, as always, take flight. Hope you enjoyed the video.